interactions I get with other YouTubers and with fans. When I got recognised on the tube the other day, and it's just a tiny little spark of something beautiful. And it's really terrifying that I might have to like not do that anymore, because my whole thing on YouTube is I'm the guy who knows stuff. People come to me and ask me questions. I get questions all the time, like not just about education, but people send me questions like, what should I do with my life? Where should I study? Because I'm the guy that knows stuff. And then at YouTube events, people are like, oh, I wonder what this. Ollie, you know, we'll ask you. And like, I don't know the most important thing. I can't answer the most important question, which is how the hell am I going to feed myself in a year? How am I gonna keep doing this? I don't know. I have a Patreon page. If you took 5 minutes to sign up and give me $1 or $2 a month, then that terror and that anxiety begins to lift, and the future of the show, my future, begins to look a little more secure, and I can start planning and being okay with it. Please don't anyone feel that you have to help me. I know that some people just enjoy watching the show casually, and that's absolutely cool. And there's plenty of other good causes in the world, like, by all means, give your money to other people first. But if you share my mission of giving away free education, if you want to help me, then please, I could really, really use it. Regular patrons will notice that there's now a new goal on the page. That is how much I calculate I would need every month to survive in London. That includes everything like rent, bills, I think that's going to include council tax, which I'm going to have to pay when I graduate, miscellaneous costs, the cost of making this show, and the cost of being an actor as well, which, yeah, it sucks. You actually have to pay to do it, even when you're not doing it. But if we get to that goal, or even if we just get close to it, then Philosophy Tube becomes the thing that I can live on. A lot of actors have acting, and then they have their other job. If I have to get the other job, then Philosophy Tube starts to look like a thing I can't do, and I don't have time to do it anymore. But if Philosophy Tube is the other job, and I can survive on that, then I can keep making the show. Like I said, I could really, really have used... I could really have used this £2,500. I could have put the heating on in my flat for a bit. That might have been nice. But I genuinely don't think it would have been right for me to keep this money from SOAS. If people are donating to keep the show alive willingly, then that is, I think, better. So that's why I gave this money away, and why I am also asking you, can you please help me? The second reason I made a video rather than just donate is this. YouTube loves drama, and there are whole channels dedicated to stirring stuff up. Since £2,500 is a significant amount of money, I thought this might attract some attention, so I wanted to be upfront and clear about what I did and why I did it, because there were other YouTubers who also worked on this campaign. Evan Edinger and Jazza John, both absolutely lovely by the way, also made videos for SOAS. I don't know how much they were paid. I don't know how much SOAS even spent on the advertising campaign. Actually, last time I spoke to Evan didn't know how much Evan was being paid. I'm assuming that they both kept the money, and I think that is totally and completely okay. This is not a moral judgment of anyone else who worked on the campaign. Please don't go after them. Their channels are very, very different from mine. Mine was conceived with a particular mission, and in this case, I think it would have been hypocritical for me to keep the money. Those guys don't have a problem with it. Absolutely cool. If anyone from the marketing company Big Shot is watching, I hope you guys don't feel like I tricked you or anything. Like, from the moment we met at Summer in the City and you told me about this campaign, I was always planning on doing this. Like, when we met on the Summer in the City floor and you told me about this campaign, I was already going, I need to give that money away then. If I do this, I need to give it away. But you guys worked hard on the campaign and you deserve to be paid for it. And it was an absolute pleasure working with you, and I hope we can work together again. Some might say that I could have done more good if I donated the money to this cause or that cause, or I did this with it. I welcome those criticisms. Like, please do give me feedback on that. I hope I've done good by doing this, but I'm always welcoming constructive feedback. I think YouTube can be a lot more than it currently is. I think YouTube can be more than just pranks and video games and makeup tutorials. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with any of those. Those are great, legit, but I think there's also room for more. I think YouTube can genuinely be like a force for good in the world. And I think people are hungry for that force for good as well. I went on a march the other day through London to Westminster, where our government sits. Me and 15,000 other students were there to protest the government raising tuition fees again and getting rid of maintenance grants and replacing them with loans so that students are in even more debt. I think people are hungry for this change and this force for good, and I hope, and I'm asking you for your help in making this happen, I hope that PhilosophyTube can be a tiny piece of that. So as take the money, I know you'll do as much good as you can with it. Their student union is running some amazing campaigns at the moment. I'll put a link to the union website in the description. They're trying to get their cleaning staff the respect that they deserve. They're trying to get their teaching staff the respect that they deserve. They're joining with students right across the country to fight for the exact same mission I am. On that demonstration I went on, a lot of those wonderful people I met were from SOAS. So SOAS, I know that you will do good with this money. Take it. Thank you very much for watching. Please help students. Please help anyone trying to get themselves educated in no matter what way, even if it's outside of a university. And if you can, and if you think it's right, please do help me as well.